name is Vanessa Gibbons. I'm out here on Pennsylvania and North Avenue. I'm here to interview a nice young man, gentleman, it's in a battle right now for the city youth. His name is, he's part of a Black Wolves, Mosiah. And he's doing a lot of good things and working with a lot of knowledge to help the youth. We're talking children under the age of, how old would we say they are?
Starts at 6. Age is 6. 6 to 15, and there's a reason why I stopped at 15.
So why would you stop at 15?
Well, if you understand psychology and the ages, by the time a child usually turns 15 growing up in an urban environment like this, they're already heavily indoctrinated. So I've already tried to deal with kids at 15, I tried to deal with kids that's older than 15, and it's harder to grab their attention span because they are so caught up into the lifestyle and the survival that it's hard to train them. So if you started a child that's much younger, 6 and up, you got more of a chances of them listening compared to somebody that's 15 and has already been involved in the culture. I don't cut off kids that want to be involved as 15 and older, but I usually go out when I recruit kids that's much younger.
That sounds like that's good. And so what do you offer them? As training, as you say, because I know this is a mad world, and we have gotten complacent, and it's a crazy world because the males that I know at one time, years ago, I'm not going to tell my age, but if you went to jail, your family shunned you. They had nothing whatsoever to do with you. If you had a baby at a young age, 13, 14, 15, the family basically sent you away down the country somewhere to hide you.
Right.
Because it's a neglecting thing.
Right.
But now, this world has gotten, it's scary. The young ladies are having the babies younger.
Right.
And the fellas' point of pride is, I've been to jail. What cell block was you in?
Right.
You know, that gives them, they think that's a man.
Right.
So like you said, what is your training into them to let them know that it's another way of being a man?
The things you ask me, what do I do for them? Number one is exposure. I like to take them outside of the environment to see different things. For instance, every Saturday I have a boat camp, and I take them to Harbor Hospital, right there where the dock is in Cherry Hill. And I bought a little boat, and I take any child from the hood, about 5 kids at a time, take them out, and we tell stories. And some of these kids, you know, they never been on a boat a day in their life or the water. So that's one thing. Another thing, we go to the woods, we go hiking, you know, getting away from the distractions. Anytime I have a chance to take them to an event, you know, whether it's at City Halls, political debate, whether it's Columbia to see the lights during Christmas time. I just like to give them different experiences. We're getting ready to go to DC so they can learn of the history of the buildings and what they really came from. Also youth employment. You know, I have a black business coupon book I just came out with. It's called Be More Grassroots Coupon Book here in Baltimore City. And it has some pretty much well-known black businesses like Turd Cafe, Earth to Hers, Tabba Tabba, and some real good deals too. You know, you're only gonna find these kind of deals in this book. But youth employment wise, it's a requirement that all of my members get on this program. And the way it works is the book is $4, right? So $1 will go towards their savings. They have to open up a savings account. $1 can go towards their expenditure. $1 goes to charity, and $1 goes towards their renewal. So as long, if they selling 10 books, that's $10 in their pocket, $10 going to their savings, you know, $10 going to charity. As many books as they sell is how much they can make. So that's youth employment. We have our own pies we make. You know, we have our own products we sell. You know, this is all in-house, in-city stuff. So it's a lot, you know. Our Scouts organization, we have a Scouts book. We teach them how to survive. We teach them how to groom themselves when they wake up in the morning. You know, a survival kit. If all this was shut down, all the electricity was to go, what are you gonna have to survive? We teach them how to do that. You know, these are the things that the Black Wolves do for our youth in Baltimore City and looking to spread across the world.
You know,
I'm sorry, and I can't forget this part. We right across the street from Pendorf Library. That's where I started. Every day I was going to the library with the kids. Now we outside because it's hotter. But during the winter times, that's our study center. Mentoring, character building. You know, that's what the Black Wolves is about. I didn't mean it.
It's okay because that was very good. Facebook a lot, but they had somebody put the history on Facebook of the war. Finding the wars. And it will show you basically how one's supposed to really live and survive in this world. It shows the weakness, but the weakness is not weak. It's a purpose. They show the next generation that's walking behind that purpose. The oldest, the older ones. This one is walking behind them to safeguard them.
I seen that. Yeah.
That's serious.
Yeah, I seen that. It was a big picture. They looked like they was walking through snow.
Right.
And they showed from a bird's eye view how the oldest ones were all the way in the back, the strongest ones was all the way in the front, and then basically the flock was in the middle.
Right, but it was showing that the oldest one, when I seen so the oldest ones is in front, because they set the pace for how the
No, I'm sorry, you're right. I got it backwards.
Right.
The oldest ones was in the front.
How the wolves supposed to make that pace on them so they can make that journey.
Right.
And they be the first one
and
to.
the strongest was in the back.
The strongest ones was in the back.
Right.
And the leader, he was the last one.
Right.
Because he had to pick up this slack or be there to oversee everything.
Right.
And
well, we always say, you know, our creed is respect, or our morals is respect, commitment, and humanitarian love. You know, that's what we stand for. The reason why we have the American flag and the Pan-African flag, or the Garvey flag, is because America was built from us, right? One thing Anthony Browder, he taught me was that, you know, we need to start embracing that flag and actually claiming that flag, not embracing the culture of the flag, because we already understand the European indoctrination of culture, but actually taking that flag and claiming it. Because our people died over that flag. You know, we sweated. We went through slavery over that flag. So we need to take that flag as pride and rename it, give it a new definition. You know, and I think it's also a clash between the Pan-Africanists and the I guess it's the African American. That's the clash. It's like the Pan-Africanist is here in America, like, oh, you know, we need to be red, black, and red, black, and green. But at the same time, we don't even have the resources, and we still living the American culture way. We still eating American food. We still dressing American life. You know, we are still being Americans, but we still trying to act like we got Africa here, and we don't. You know, we need to stop perpetrating as Pan-Africans. We need to still have that history and that pride of what we've been through, but we gotta stop acting like this is Africa, you know, because it's not built like that yet. We're not there yet. We got the people, we got the thought, but we don't have the resources.
you know, I find it funny, like, I'm still on earth for a minute. We, the black people, we that's been born here in America, as we like to say, we dressing like the Africans, and this and that.
That's my brother right here too.
Okay. Believe it or not, most Africans, we talking about in Africa, don't be running around like dashikis.
Right.
You know, they be
Americanized.
They are definitely Americanized. They want what we. It's wild how we always like I'm African and we want to dress like them.
Right.
And they totally is dressing, as they say, London, York,
Right.
British.
Right. Well, they got the culture over there, but they want the flash. You know, they want to up their economic level.
Right.
So they don't see that. Well, we gotta keep being the way we are. No, because the Europeans have infiltrated them so badly and even brainwashed them so badly that they are trying to be like you said, like the whole London look. But over here, it's straight up clear. African American, it's a problem. You know, incarceration, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Our communities, it's a problem. So it's like, I'm not trying to look European no more. I want to look African. You know, so I guess it's more so all about the struggle, the movement, and the mentality of where we going.
And then where can we go?
Right.
So I seen
Exactly.
something.
Exactly.
I seen something at one time, and I'm only asking, where can we go?
It's-
Because I seen something, and it is so simple,
Yeah.
and so simple and so easy. What did you have on there? Give you 1,000 people to give up $100.
Mm-hmm.
And how much money would we have at the end?
Right, 1,000 people to give up $100. That would be 10,000.
Okay, what can you do with 10,000? More than 10,000.
100,000, right?
Right. What
1,000 to
can
give up. Yeah.
Yeah. What can you do with that?
I mean, we could buy property. You know, we can build a facility. You know, for whatever, everything that we need.
But so I like you said, it's so simple and it's really easy. But the hardest thing I've seen is getting out people
Well, what's
to recognize, and they spend $100 at a restaurant. They spend $100 on a pair of shoes that they walking on that they won't even wear over a month. You know, they spend $100, but to tell them come on and invest.
What was, and I'm gonna cut you, but it just came coming to my mind. What's even more simpler is if all these black businesses is flourishing, bought a factory or warehouse and created a mall.
Right.
Where everybody is in one location. You know, this is the main spot. Rent's gonna be cheap. You know, facility maintenance would be much cheaper on everybody because we all pitching together, and this is a central location. So when we got a central location, then we can focus on where we need to allocate funds. But when you got your business all the way over here, I got mine all the way over there, and we only can come together when our time seems feasible or when it seems beneficial, that's why it's so hard to focus. Because we need to be under one location. If you think about any war or any army or military, the reason why they can focus because they live with each other. They waking up next to each other. They training with each other. They doing everything with each other every day. So that's the reason why people can't focus, because we're not living with each other. We're scattered. You know, we doing this, we doing that. No, we gotta be together, one. We gotta sleep next to each other, in other words. It gotta be that serious, you know, where we finally say it's time to go forward.
Enough is enough, and let's move.
Yeah.
And that's how you
That's why it's a question. You're dealing with 6 and 15. What is your main purpose in the school? When this comes to history, you teach history, our history, along with everyone history that they're going to learn in school from the curriculum.
Well, they already gonna learn whatever Baltimore City Public School System's curriculum is. They're not gonna add in, you know, the quality. They're not gonna add in ancient Kemet. They're not gonna add that in. So we have to add that part in there. We definitely teach that. You know, influenced by people like Malachi Z.O., like I said, and T. Browder. We have to teach that because it shows them much further than this. Imaginatively, you don't even have to actually have the goal and the money to actually go somewhere with your mind. And see, when you actually allow a child to be creative with their thinking, they can become that mentally, and then they start living it. You know, so just the knowledge, the history, the math, all of that have come from our people, you know, that is definitely something that we incorporate.
excuse me for cutting you off, but brother Sharif, this is brother Sharif. And every once in a while I be nice and I step back.
Yeah, I'm Sharif. I'm done joining you can say the cast. When you was coming up, opposed to now, what made you say you want to be more of an influence to the youth?
Well, I was born in a Christian background. You got different versions of Christianity too.
Exactly.
But I guess you say the version that I was in was corporate Christianity. All about the money. And I just realized it wasn't doing nothing. My people talk so much about, their God and how powerful, but I'm like, well, what's going on out here in the communities? I see these churches that's the same minded as them, and what are these churches doing? What are these churches doing out here? They're not doing anything. They got their communities, their properties beautiful. They're not doing anything for the kids. So in my thinking, and I'm just blessed to have a high conscience, I'm like, this ain't the way, And I just have a heart for children. I just do. This was my purpose. This is why I was born here on this earth, was to lead the children so that they could be fine when I'm dead and gone. That's why I'm here.
So when you was coming up, who was your influences?
My influences, man, was my mother. My father, to a degree, being a man. But when it came down to my awareness and my consciousness, it was more so about, Malcolm X. It was definitely about even Elijah Muhammad, just seeing how they was able to influence the masses. Muhammad Ali, those are the prominent people that really influence them.
Right now, if we say leaders, what comes to your mind?
Leaders?
Yes.
I would say the Black Panthers. I would say Farrakhan. Even Martin Luther King. I really wasn't a Martin Luther King. I really wasn't on his focus because I didn't agree with integration. Because I believe once you integrate, whoever the power is, you're gonna wind up falling under them.
Right, submitting to them.
Yeah, so I really want to integrate. I was more so the Malcolm X side. That's who I think of. Myself.
Right.
Because I know myself.
Right.
That's why I call myself a leader, because I know myself.
You're leading the youth.
Yeah.
You're telling them, and you're guiding them. Not just telling them, you're guiding them.
Yeah.
Because without someone to guide, they're going to have other guiders that might not be so supportive of positive.
Clarence X.
Yes.
Can't forget about him, because he was all about the youth.
Yes.
His influence on the youth was so strong. I mean, oh my goodness, they had to spy on him just for what he was doing with youth.
Exactly.
Can I say something though that I noticed?
Yeah.
One thing I noticed about I guess black movements or black liberations, like when you think about the Black Panthers, the reason why to me the Black Panthers was destroyed is because they made themselves a threat. It was obvious, like, look, this is our plan, this is our scheme, this is our plan of action, this is what we doing. It was too obvious, and it was too much of a threat. We're in a time today where we don't have to be so threatening. All we got to do is build our own. All we got to do is elevate, when we say our own, people who agree with us. It ain't about color, it's about mind. Because even our own people, we're not united just because we black. They don't put us on the same team. You're not my brother just because you black. You're not my sister just because you black. It's a conscious thing.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. We don't got to be out here, we trying to kill the government. We trying to kill the police. Nah, we ain't got to do that. We just need to hold our own accountable and build.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about building.
Yeah.
You can have a whole block of Nubian brothers and sisters, and you might not even have three of them sticking together.
That's right.
For one mindset. You can go to someone's house and ask them for something to eat, and they'll tell you, I don't have it right now, but you can look over their shoulder and see a whole bunch of people eating in that one setting.
That's right.
And you can come back day after day after day, and finally,
we gonna have that gorilla mentality, and we gonna say we going up in there because we hungry.
Right.
And that's what our people expect from us.
Right.
They don't expect the positiveness, and when they do see it, they don't know how to handle it.
Right.
So sometimes they agree with other folks on thinking, well, let me put a smudge on this man's name, or this movement's name.
That's because negativity is pushed as being the way to be.
Yes.
All day long. It's starting with our children. Like Mama Gibbons said, we got kids raising kids.
Yeah.
So if your kids is out here talking about doing stupid stuff, being stupid stuff, then what do you think their offspring is gonna wind up doing? Right. And they unconscious about it. Sometimes with my kids, they might sing a song, and I ask my sister, so what does that mean? Right. They be like, I don't know. I said, well, why you saying something you don't know? You gonna eat something you're not familiar about? Right. You gonna put something in your body that's completely unfamiliar? No. So why you not doing the same thing with the words that's coming out of your mouth?
Or even ask a more simple question, you gonna jump off the bridge because you see your friend doing it?
That's right.
I know some that are so misled.
They will jump off the bridge.
I'm serious. They are so misled.
Yeah.
And
Can I say this too real quick?
yeah, sure, this is you.
It shows me how unaware our people are. That we will literally step on shit that's right in the middle of the ground. Right here, I'm pointing the shit. Wow, you right. A dog just took a shit, and everybody is stepping on it because they're not looking.
Their mindset is not here right now.
It's not.
We're on Pennsylvania North. We all know what happens on Pennsylvania North. It's more product than productivity.
Yes,
And it's not going to get no better because we're in the heart of the beast right now. And what they do in this area, they let us, I guess you could say, govern ourselves until it's time for them to make a quota.
Yeah.
Then they come, knock us upside our head, want to get us to act right, like we understand what's going on that they have already planned for us. We're not a part of the system that they put us in. We make the system.
That's right.
As long as we keep making the system, they're going to keep putting us there. It's a rotation wheel.
Actually putting ourselves there.
Well, you're right about that, because if we don't do it, they can't put us there. But they'll find a way to get some of us there. And hopefully, they can get more of us to come there. It's like they got a new jail opening up. I was telling somebody, there's going to be quite a few people that's going to be dying or frightened to get in there. Only because they want to say,
I claim this. I claim this building.
I've been there.
This is my building.
I've been there. Yeah, they got the best this, they got the best that. I had a brother tell me, yeah, man, if you go back to jail, go on out house because they feed you better. I don't plan on going back, sorry to tell you. Why should I go back just for some food? I can buy my food on the street freely. Go here, go there. I don't have to have somebody telling me 10 o'clock we gotta shut down. I can get up. Don't need nobody telling me feed up. I can look at the women freely without getting a ticket. And they got on different clothes.
Brother Sharif, did you know that 21217 was considered as central vote?
No, I didn't.
So I looked it up today, uszipcodes.org. I think usgovernmentzipcode.org, something like that. And I looked up the demographics. And it specifically tells you that the 21217 area is comprised mostly of African Americans. Of course, we already know mostly of single family households. And the median household income is $26,000. Okay. Now, right up the corner, what I call the corner is not far, Towson, the median household income is $72,000, majority white. It's actually equal when it comes down to family households and single households. I don't understand why, but it's equal. And they don't have many vacants at all. Now on this side of town, again, $26,000 median average income out for the household. About 76% vacant in our city, and mostly renters or empty lot. Empty lot, that's right. And mostly renters. We don't hardly have no homeowners here. But this is the part that caught me. But right on Druid Hill Park, or I mean, what's that? You said Druid Hill Lane?
Oh, you talking about right down there by the park area?
Them houses across. House $400,000.
Yes.
Right down the street from here.
Matter of fact, right down there on Utah Place.
Utah Place, yes.
Yes.
$400,000, and the median household income is $26,000. Something ain't making sense.
That's right.
Who is living in them $400,000 homes?
You mean who's struggling in them $400,000 homes?
That's right.
Oh, that's another thing too. How can you turn a child around from seeing this in their house to wanting to be more than what they see in their house? What's your strategy?
My strategy, for one, in order to catch a person's attention, you gotta be taking care of some type of their survival. In some form or fashion, you gotta be helping their survival. So mine is feeding. But more so, I'm showing them how they can empower themselves. See, when their parents say that, hey, Coach Charles, as they call me on the streets, Coach Charles got my son a job. His son is listening to me now because when he see that money going in his hand and in his pocket and he ain't had to do nothing foolish, he listens now. You understand what I'm going?
Yeah.
So basically what I'm saying is, and how many black millionaires? Forget that. How many black 100,000-naires?
Yeah.
How many blacks that can even that has a job could create jobs but don't do it?
Yeah.
And you got little old me here. Just I didn't even go through college all the way. Okay.
Me too.
I'm making these. I don't care about telling how much. I'm making $11 an hour at a job, but I still find a way to provide for 20+ children. How's that possible? You know what I'm saying? I can bring these children. How's that possible? How are these children sustaining, making a living for their own? How am I creating stuff like this? You know, that's because we're not truly putting the effort out there. It's a selfish mentality.
Yes.
And if our people really understand that can do it, it's not hard to invest in our youth. It's not hard to get our youth's attention. You have to, as again, provide some type of survival. And once you show them that it works, you got it.
Well, the elements is starting to hit us, so we're about to wrap this up.
Yeah.
But we had a good audience,
Yeah.
real live audience that gave us much respect. Much respect. And it just goes to show we can be anywhere and still get along.
Anywhere.
No gunshots, no stabbings, everybody communicating. So, like they say, oh, we act like animals. That's not true.
Not at all.
That's not true. But I want to thank you again.
My brother.
And this will be seen, Channel 75, YouTube, Facebook, anywhere you see us.
Awesome.
If you see any black wolves out there, pull them up and let them know they're doing a good job. This brother here, when you see him, support him.
I root.
All right.
I root just is a positive affirmation, means positive. When we say I root, so I root. Thank you, brother.
All right, thank you.
Right.
That's great.
Mama giving.
That's great.